بسم الله الرحمن
وإذ
الرحيم
بوأنا لإبراهيم مكان البيت ألا تشرك بي شيئا وطهر بيتي للطائفين والقائمين والركع السجود وأذن في الناس بالحج يأتوك رجالا وعلى كل ضامر يأتين من كل فج عميق ليشهدوا منافع لهم ويذكروا اسم الله في أيام معلومات.
The hidden side of pilgrimage to Mecca. The pilgrimage to Mecca is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is an obligation to anyone who is healthy and able to afford the trip. The Hajj has a particular importance in the life of a Muslim. An entire surah is dedicated to it in the Quran in verse 26 of Surah 22. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to us, "Behold, we gave the sight to Abraham of the sacred house, saying, don't associate with me anything in worship and sanctify my house for those who turn around it, or stand up, or bow, or prostrate on." This is all the historical and symbolic aspect of this place that is highlighted in the surah. In Islam, there is in all acts in the application of the divine precept a hidden reality that is often unknown to the non-initiate. For a Muslim who wants to make the Hajj, it is important and necessary to formulate the intention. The Hajj holds important part of Haqiqah. Some of the hidden realities of the Hajj will be given in details to make all Muslims in general and pilgrims in particular known about them. The 3 crucial steps in the pilgrimage. First, there is a day, Arafat. This is a crucial step in the organization of Hajj. Indeed, it is based on it that is determined whether the pilgrimage was or not approved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 102,040 angels arranged in circle descend from the heaven and come to overhang the plain of Arafat under the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Each of these angels is accompanied on his right by the soul of one of the 124,000 prophets. At 2 p.m. GMT, the pole of the time, or Hudbu Zaman, leads a very special prayer. Only souls who have received the divine approval will be able to participate in this prayer, which can only be perceived by those who hold the inner vision or batin. This prayer is composed of 2 rakah. In the first rakah, Hudbu Zaman recites Surat Fatiha and Surat Al-Baqarah, or the first and the second chapter of the Quran. In the second rakah, he recites Surah Al-Fatiha and Surah Al-Hajj. The second crucial step of the pilgrimage is the tawaf, meaning the circumambulation around the Kaaba. It is important to specify that 2 events occur at the same time during the tawaf. On earth, the body of the pilgrim keeps on performing his circumambulation around the Kaaba, while the soul is taken to Bayt al-Ma'mur, which is a heavenly building located in the unknown universe or Hajj, specifically on the 5th heaven. If intended from there to our earth world, this building joins directly the Kaaba. What is more is that at Bayt al-Ma'mur, where 7 lines of angels can be found, the soul of the pilgrims perform the tawaf in this place, full of light at the same time, as the body does the circumambulation around the Kaaba. As far as the Kaaba is concerned, it is kept by 4 angels who stand at the extremities of it. These angels dress the same way as pilgrims, following the tawaf step. The light emanating from Bayt al-Ma'mur wraps up the Kaaba and the Hajaratul Aswad, or black stone, for 3 days, and proceeds, it cools down to the fish Noon that sustains the 7 layers of the earth. Such light branches out into 7 different colors. The 7 branches of light correspond to the zikr coming from the 7 circles, composed of 10,000 angels each, making up a total of 70,000 angels. As far as the final step of pilgrimage is concerned, namely Safa and Marwa, the pilgrims is guided by an angel walking in front of him. The unknown reality of this act is that the angel assists and helps the pilgrims in his race between the 2 places. During the stoning of stelaes, the stone held by the pilgrim is actually a ball of light, blessed by the Prophet Sayyidi Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This stone, thrown by the pilgrim, is intercepted by an angel who removes all the light that it contained and then sends it back into the soul of the pilgrim. It is this light that will testify in his favor on the day of last judgment. This is the reason why during the first 40 days after the pilgrimage, the Muslim whose Hajj has been approved sees all his invocation granted. If we take into account the haqiqah, hidden reality of Zamzam water, it must be noted that it is already blessed and constitutes a sure protection against hell. For about 20 liters of Zamzam water, for example, there will always be the equivalent of a cup of tea from the luminous saliva of the Prophet Sayyidi Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This explains the mystical side of his blessed Zamzam water. The sacrifice of the sheep completes the Hajj. So now let us try to wonder about haqiqah or reality that is hidden behind the symbolic act. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to honor some of his creators, either by facing them painful trials or by rewarding them without any compensation. What creature was it about? In paradise, not far from Salsabil River, named in the Quran, Surah 67, verse 18, peacefully waves an expanse of luminous water, which is actually an angel created from water, and which makes the zikr of the 100th name of God, subhanahu wa ta'ala, called Ismullah al-Azam. The angel Jibril had proof in the eyes of his Lord, the Creator, that he was able to carry out his missions, whatever the inherent constraints in their fulfillment. The sheep, an animal of paradise, was at the same time unknown of people living on earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended to offer it as a present to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam in particular and humanity in general. He also intended to test the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam in his offspring, because he gave his permission to loving his son Ismail in an excessive way. God informed him for 3 times in dreams that he must sacrifice his son Ismail alayhi salam. The Prophet Ibrahim let his son know about this intention. As surprising it may seem, the latter totally agreed with his father's decision. During the day of the sacrifice, Abraham was ready to apply the divine command. Ismail lays on the altar, waiting the accomplishment of the act. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the merciful, asked for Jibril in order to test his speed and agile movements to find a sheep in paradise, wash its head from the water, which is that angel reciting the Ismullah al-Azam, and present in to Abraham before he kills his son. At the same time, Jibril alayhi salam was forbidden to make trouble or cause damage on earth when bringing the animal. That was the second time that the angel Jibril alayhi salam faced such a complicated mission. The first one was during the battle of Uhud, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take back the broken tooth of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam before it touched the ground, at the risk of bringing about the premature end of the visible word of Shahada. Now, we'll end with verse 27 of Surah 22. And proclaim among the people the pilgrimage, so that they come to you on foot and on camels from every distant mountain path.